Hungary. Okay. We're back in Hungary. What do I do with this? I have no claims. I'm 48 years old, a thrifty clerk, kind, trusting, charitable, and content. I mean, there's honestly not much that I'm gonna do, I think. I'm a member of a faction. Could request a claim on Ungvar or on Pax, actually. Ooh. Those are some big claims. You know what? It might be time. Oh god. Man, you know, I mentioned this earlier, or maybe it was last episode even, I don't know how I'm gonna cut it in, but I mentioned that all the dynasties that, you know, we've taken over, they all fail to some sort of degree, you know? They all get screwed over in some way or another. And I think I'm gonna actively screw over what we already had going on here. So we are Chief Amori of Shekfisvar. We are one of the French new elite that were brought in, of course, by, you know, the Queen Ermengarde. And we're in a situation where we are under Princess Catherine, the Unfaithful of Pax, and a very, very horrible woman. You know, she's adulterous, she isn't a good queen, she is, you know, just a duchess now, she has some claims and whatever, but, you know, the Pope agrees with me. The Pope says, yes, she is definitely not, you know, fit to rule, so thank you for the strong claim, and I think it may be time that immediately we are going to go in against these fools. We have a peasant revolt army over here. Thank you for your claim, or for the claim, I should say. We're back in Hungary. I can't believe it. We are actually back in Hungary. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start a faction immediately. And I know we are content, but I'll be honest with you. If the Pope says you have a claim on this and this is yours, then how content can you truly be? I gotta tell you. I will take over this land as I'm speaking. Oh, the Varangian Guard is now just people running around. They're just, you can buy them now. The Varangian Guard is serving in Hungary. Oh, that is absolutely great. I demand that I become the new Duke. And war is. Your shameful attempt at blackmail has not succeeded. Let's defeat him right here. This battle will be the beginning of hopefully a long, long reign in Hungary. And I think we are going to have the victory here. Oh, this is actually way too close. I need the melee phase to start right now. Please. I could scarcely believe it, but the pregnancy has made my wife Sophie look more beautiful than she ever was. Whenever we are in the same room, I can hardly take my eyes off her. I will become chaste instead. Come on, just rout him. Ah, they routed me. Well, this sucks. I may have made a tiny mistake over here by losing this battle, and now my question is, can I come back from this? Ah, I have a temporary title, I can't make any new alliances, I forgot about that mechanic. White piece. It was just a joke, bro. It was merely in jest. Alright, well, that kinda sucked, huh? Yeah, I screwed that up, something fierce. Oh my god, that was horrible. Oh, look at that. The Gerulfings actually won their rebellion. Meaning there will be no bastard daughter of the Danju house on the throne anymore. But he has a strong claim on the Latin Empire. We will see where that goes in the future. See, so you could say that I kind of made a huge mistake there. First of all, of course, I attacked someone, you know, while being content, while being in a position where I probably shouldn't have attacked someone, but I will say, hey, you know what, look at her. Catherine, the Unfaithful of Pax, she is definitely not suited to rule this, especially because she's a Danju. I think that my Hungarian viewers will agree with this, but that aside, you know what? Maybe I kind of did the wrong thing in this war, and maybe that is why we lost. We are now in a 10-year truce with our liege, so that is quite some time. I don't think we're going to do anything during that time when it comes to actually being successful. I'm hoping that, you know, we can do something else. Either way, what I want to showcase here is, Jesus Christ, look at this, Gerulfing. They are very powerful. Zen has also entered the Vatican, very nice. And then over here, of course, the Carlings dominating as usual. And look at that, they are attacking for Leon right now, meaning that they will take yet another pretty decent duchy. Honestly, the Reconquista at this point is literally between West Francia and the Muslims. Aquitaine has failed, Navarra is just hanging out. Though, of course, Navarra is going to unify under Sardinia and Corsica. That's like reverse Aragon, right? Aragon started over here, of course, held large parts of Italy, and in this case, Italy started here and then holds large parts in Iberia. Quite nice, quite comfy. Not comfy, however, of course, is the of Mercia dynasty holding England very strong, dominating the region. Hopefully, you know, somebody can respond, wink wink, by spawning in over there. Whether that is me, of course, is something else. But let's see how it goes. We have 10 years of truce, 10 years of mostly, I think, witnessing how the world goes yet again. This character is content anyway. I should have never even started that rebellion, let's be honest here. A group of hedge knights have come to visit Czechoslovakia. Bishop Robin has met with him and asks for my reply. You know, I'm a pretty decent good, I'm charitable. Welcome them with a lavish feast. Sure. I'm gregarious. The hedge knights have participated in a minor tournament together with our knights. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds has been severely injured. Definitely, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna pay for some medication here, I think. Jihad for Thrace. The great Sunni Caliph Khalil has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the kingdom of Thrace. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Emperor Otto of the Latin Empire for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. Emperor Otto of the Latin Empire of House Gerulfing is under attack. Now, you know what? We already have a Gerulfing on the throne. We have a Gerulfing over here in the Holy Roman Empire. I think the Latin Empire can make do. I don't think I need to get personally involved. Now, interesting to note, Trebizond is actually taking action against the treacherous Duke. Strategos Trajanus, the cruel of Bucalarion, is getting their titles revoked. Absolutely beautiful. And at the same time, Dux Valerius II, the Lewd of Edessa, is having intercourse with the son... No, with the son's wife of Strategos Trajanus. It is a wonderful world over in Trebizond. What a shame that we are gone from it. My god, what a wonderful world indeed. Now, I hope this jihad works out for the Latin Empire, but, you know, obviously I couldn't tell. Interesting. We right now have the Croatian-Hungarian excommunication war going on, and if this one were to be lost by the King of Hungary, we would be looking at a situation where all of a sudden Emperor Otto would also be King of Hungary. That sounds quite interesting. I hope that that is something that we can see here, but whether that of course comes true is something entirely different. Oh god, why do you have to siege me down, King Zeslav? You gotta be kidding. Guess I'm going to prison, guys. Nope, didn't go to prison. Get screwed, buddy. Thierbault wants to hire ruffians to bully the peasants who are not paying their taxes. Anyway, as good as long as money is entering the treasury. You know, I absolutely not prevent him doing any harm, even if I will get less tax. You fool. The jihad for Thrace against Empress Judith of the Latin Empire has come to an end as she has been overthrown. The Muslim faithful will be disappointed. Cursed infidels. First of all, nice waste of a jihad, ya morons. But second of all, what? Wait, but how? How did this happen? Wait, I actually don't get that. What? What is this? How is Hungary in control all of a sudden? Wait, so Roland, right? Roland is the one that is excommunicated and he's under attack. And his father, Emperor Albrecht the Protector? I think that's it. No, wait, what? So Otto died in battle, and then Roland took over his main titles? You know, I actually don't exactly know, but whatever you say, buddy. I think it's just like a case of Gavelkind going wild. And honestly, when do you ever know in this very wicked world? And you know, I've decided everything is a bit wicked. I started some wars that I was definitely not able to win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by trying to become a paragon of virtue. I need to secure my place in heaven if I can't secure a place in this world as one of the winners. So let's join the Dominican Order here as well and let's try to have a good time. We are delighted by your decision to join our ranks as a lay member, Chief. Together we... Together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Catholics by following the rules of Saint Augustine. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm already 51 years old. You know, you gotta get it together at some point, otherwise you're never gonna enter the gates of heaven. After I told Blanche it was time to head on home, she looked at me with a grin on her face and told me to race her home, leaving me to carry everything on my own. I will race her. Absolutely. Somebody has to do it, right? And you gotta take care of your kids. And she's also betrothed to the King of Swabia. Oh, how did I not realized this before. Am I actually an idiot? How do you have a claim on the Latin Empire? How did he get a claim on the Latin Empire? Well, either way, this is quite nice. I can't believe the game ruined the Latin Empire. It's such a nice thing going down there. You know, not too powerful, not incredibly weak. And now they don't even hold anything inside of the Latin Empire. My god. You wanna get married? Sure, buddy. Why are all of these all of a sudden independent? Oh my god, Trebizond now facing multiple people in this revocation war. And it looks like they're actually gonna lose this. And oh no! The Abbasids have destroyed our friend. I am so unhappy. This could have been so much more, and yet it's all gone. It is all gone. What happened to the man? Oh, wait a minute. Right, he still lives down here because he has this single county over here. Alright, you know what? Dux Valerius II, I trust that you will do something that has a meaning, okay? Carry on. King Edward the Young, 53 years old, has declared war for excommunication against Pannonia. Wait, am I losing it? Saint in heaven, Blessed Pancrazio was a true exemplar of the Christian faith, living a pious and moderate life. In a grand announcement, Pope Martinus II has decided to canonize Pancrazio the Understanding. Many tales are told about the saint and the feats he did in life. It was often said that Saint Pancrazio was so understanding of others that he could be able to practically read their minds. Despite his gift, he never used it for evil and was truly a servant of God, blessing those in his presence. It is a great honor for the family of the Blessed Saint. May we all aspire to become as pious as him. Blessed be his name. Isn't that the guy that started the crusade for the Byzantine Empire? They just made him a saint. Are you kidding? What is this world? What is going on here, man? None of this is okay. In the past few months, we have been spending many nights reading the Bible. The texts contain many items of wisdom and also give hints to the most important mysteries of God. My wish to become a better Catholic has led me to the rule of St. Augustine. As I have followed this holy path, I have noticed that my sense of ego and need for recognition have all but vanished. This change has helped me focus on the things which really matter. Praise be God. Be to God. Oh wow, and Trebizond got incredibly lucky here because his opponent simply passed away. And by passing away made it so that he didn't have to take the loss that he would otherwise have to take. Trebizondian Amalfian vassalization war. It looks like Amalfi is also beating Trebizond when it comes to the potential vassalization. Yeah, vassalization that would be very powerful if they actually got Amalfi under control. They would have a merchant republic that would give them a lot of income. But by the looks of it, or from the looks of it, Trebizond will not be winning that one. And oh my god, right. There is this excommunication war going on by England, which are more likely to win it than the Croatians were. Ever since the House d'Anjou and the French took over, everybody has been under attack. But look at that, King Roland of Pannonia. I never even noticed that. He's a Slovak. He's from Slovakia. Interesting, although not much more successful than the House d'Anjou was. Amaury says his favorite toy is missing and he won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up. You know what? I will offer you to buy you a new one. My offer to purchase a new toy was rejected. He's upset I would never ever even suggest such a thing. You have become fuzzy. Well, isn't that good for you, buddy? Oh, you gotta be kidding. What? The Tengri Reformation. The ancient Tengri religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross on the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, Chaghagan of the Mongol Empire, the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Tengri faith in order to turn the tides and lead the assault against new religions. Now organized in a strict hierarchy with an official religious head, the Tengri faith has been entirely reinvigorated, forsaking its shamanistic roots and acquiring an official dogma fit to oppose its rivals. This event could mark the beginning of a new era of pagan revivalism all throughout Europe and spell doom for the Abrahamic usurpers. Khagan Chagahan, slayer of the Khazar of the Mongol Empire. I don't feel so good. I gotta admit. I do not feel so good. Who's a Tengri good? Is he a vassal? I don't think he is. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense that he isn't the vassal, but this is... no, there he is. Bugidai Aguchu. This is pretty rough. They're gonna have a great holy war fairly soon in the next 10 years. And then they can go absolutely wild. Let's hope that they don't go against us. I think this may be the revenge of the Hungarians, you know, the Magyar revenge. They came from the steppes and then we took what they, you know, kind of controlled in the Carpathian Basin, and they may return in the form of the Mongols. I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Blanche opening one of my letters. The fall of Smolensk. Smolensk has been swallowed up by the Mongol hordes as they continue their relentless advance to the west. The great host finally moves on. Little remains of the city, but ashes and charred rubble, and those lucky few inhabitants who somehow escaped the notice of the rampaging horsemen. Such butchery will not go unpunished. I don't think it's going to be punished. That's all I can... Oh, yep, there he goes, look at that. I think the end of this world is actually ahead of us. Kagan Chagagan, Slayer of the Khazar, is destroying everything in his path. 100k troops left. Has reformed the faith. Has the bloodline, of course. Silver Bracelet, History of Liang, nothing too important there. This is horrifying. And would you look at that, Count Palfi Bernard, the Tenacious of Chekhalifold, if that even is your real name. The peasant leader has done it. He is in control and he now rules it in, you know, opposition of course to Pannonia, but let's be real here. The king of Pannonia is 3 years old. There's not much that is going on there. And, you know, of course I'm on a pilgrimage, don't worry about this. Maybe, you know, maybe the Magyars are coming back. Maybe there is hope for them. Abdominal pains, god damn it. Lords of the Sky. The mighty Skyfather of the Tengri faith is all-seeing, but still has need of human instruments on the ground. The Lords of the Sky, a new holy order that has been founded in the wake of the Tengri Reformation, ride to the battle against infidels and to spread the will of the Skyfather to all corners of the world. The deafening sound of these knights approaching on their mounts is like thunder in the sky, and the noise alone is rumored to have made some convert to the Tengri religion on the spot. What will these barbarians think of next? War Chief Kubisar of Lords of the Sky, and look at that. Finally, it's not just me that is getting this bug. The Holy Order is led by a Catholic, meaning that the Mongols can't actually call them in for free, you know, in a defensive war. Not, let's be real, not that there will be any defensive wars, but War Chief Kubisar of the Lords of the Sky, a classic bug, he is a Catholic. Well, well, well. The symptoms which have troubled you lately were a sign of something much worse. You have cancer. God damn it. The faithful prepare for war. A messenger approaches us with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and infidels to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. Pope wants to send a faithful Christian men against Aquitaine. The region is held by the Mohammedan Bacha Musa of Hispania, and it is time to return it to Christianity once more. Though the Pope wants to invade Aquitaine, a pious Christian could convince everyone to focus on another objective that is more value to us. See, I think this is actually a horrible choice. Because we already have a king of Aquitaine, of course, but it's not just that, it is mostly that this entire thing is literally for one title. It's for one duchy over here. This duchy of Barcelona is the only part of Aquitaine actually under control of the Mohammedan infidels, so what I am going to do is I'm going to turn it around. I'm sorry to tell you, but I will declare this war against someone else, and I think we should go against the Ikshidites. The Ikshidites have been mightily annoying to us. If I can see them on the list, is this the... Yeah, there you go, the Sultan of Syria. And I think we're going to declare the war against him. We could also go against the Abbasids, you know, we could go against so many, but Jerusalem needs to be under our control. Finally, come on, we've been waiting for this for such a long time. Actually, you know what? If I go against the Kagan... You don't know, going against this, none of these wars would be worth. Absolutely useless. So instead, we are going to declare war for Jerusalem itself. Now, the Mongols are coming, of course, but so far they've only hurt the other heathens. Maybe the Mongols are destined to just be a threat to, you know, the Slavs, to the Germanics, that sort of stuff, and we Catholics are safe. And in that hope, I shall declare war for Jerusalem. I write to inform you that the Holy See no longer supports Baldarich Megan Hardy for the lands of Jerusalem with no fitting ruler. I will let you faithful men and women to the cross decide who these titles might benefit. I shall give all of these titles, I think, to Amelie. Let me actually check. Amelie, right? You are married in a normal marriage. Blanche isn't married at all, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, actually betrothed to the King of Swabia. Those are horrible choices for us here. Those are horrible, horrible choices. Why is Euphrosyne actually excluded, I wonder? But either way, we would be in a marriage that, you know, kind of gets rid of our dynasty once it's all over. But I think we're going to go with Mafalda, with Blanche, I mean. Sure. For the moment, we shall do this. My beneficiary will get all my titles. Let's do this. I have been unable to stop myself from being somewhat excited at the prospect of the driving away the infidels from Jerusalem and restoring peace to those lands. I have not usually felt this inspired as a Christian, but maybe I am changing. You know what, Blanche? Sorry to tell you, but I will break this betrothal. Swabia have not been good friends to us, and I need a better betrothal, a free betrothal. Ooh, maybe. Oh, but the Prince of Bulgaria would be so much nicer. We'll have to see how that goes. You know the meme choice here is to become allied to the Mongols, but probably shouldn't do that, let's be honest. And so we go on the way to the Holy Land. I shall recruit the Knights of Santiago to march with me. Let's take a look at, how long it takes us. It's quite the walk down there, actually. We may come to the party a bit late, although, of course, we're starting to walk fairly early on. My god, yeah, it's a long way. It is a long way away. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares a crusade for Jerusalem. It was once a part of the core Christian lands, and lords from all across the world gathered to fight for it in a grand war once more. The Jerusalemite lands have long been under the tyrannic rule of the Mohammedan infidel Sultan Saud of the Iqshidid Sultanate. But with the upcoming Christian onslaught, it is only a matter of time before he will fall. Let's dunk on them. You know, actually, I'm looking at this. Now this may be the wrong choice, but I'm gonna try to take Antioch instead, because if I were to take Antioch, we could create a Crusader duchy. And honestly, I like Crusader duchies much more than Crusader kingdoms, because Crusader kingdoms are simply so much more powerful. Oh, I can't even siege it. Wait, what? Oh, it's technically... they're all Orthodox. They are all Orthodox. Oh no! Well, there goes my army, huh? Well, alright then, oh my god. This really sucks, I just lost everything. I can't pay for this. If you think that what I'm doing, I literally can't do this. Crusade sucks. I'm so mad. I don't have any boats. Accidentally walked into people. Honestly, I have disappointed myself with this entire character. The Mongols are the only thing that is happening that is exciting. And I think I actually need to dissolve these troops as well. Yeah, you know what? Damn. Guess I'm gonna go down there with 84 troops. Goddamn Antioch, dude. My favorite subject does not interest me anymore, and I can't speak about it with the same zeal as before. We became zealous like 2 months ago. At least it feels like it, obviously like a year, maybe 2 years ago. And we're already no longer zealous. Just like, yeah, I went down there with like 2,000 troops. We got immediately destroyed. Fucking sucks. I hate it. Oh, I did not get to the Holy Land. Victorious Crusaders. God has granted King Edward of England victory in the Crusade for Jerusalem. Sultan Saud of the Iqshidid Sultanate has been beaten at every turn through the war, and he has finally had to give up on his holdings in Jerusalem. King Edward has granted the new lands of Jerusalem to Elfsig of Mercia. The Pope has made an announcement about the victory and virtues of the Crusaders as true faithful protectors of the faith. With the Muslims being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Praise God. God damn it. Another Gerulfing down here, by the way, if you didn't notice. The Gerulfings aren't... Wait, what? Huh. What? How did this happen? How did I get a duchess? Emira Blanche. I didn't do this. I didn't achieve anything. You know what? I'll take it. Get me out of here. Maybe in another life it could have been me. The victories against the infidels were hard fought, but things have finally settled down, and the titles I fought for were given to Blanche de Nitra. It will surely be difficult to be a part of the new kingdom, but I wish her luck in her future endeavors. I look back one last time as my minute I leave Ascalon, who they never entered, by the way, or which they never entered. I wonder what life would have been like if it had been me staying here rather than Blanche de Nitra. Hello. I am a child now. I am Emira Blanche of Ascalon. We're French, we're Crusaders. How is she a Crusader? She's 15 years old. It's impossible for her to be a Crusader. Am I losing my mind? What is going on anymore? Alright, welcome everybody. I am now the leader of Ascalon. And I will take this, because this was a huge pain up here in Pannonia, so I'm very happy to no longer have that happen to me. I'm 15 years old. I think we need a matrilineal marriage. We are out of the way of the Mongols now, who can ravage Europe. I don't care, that's fine. And I think we should marry the Prince of Bulgaria. That sounds pretty decent. If we marry the Prince of Bulgaria here, we should not get... Actually, is he the heir? Oh my god. Wait a minute. We are married to the heir of the Bulgarian Empire. And now that, you know, doesn't really say much, seeing as the current emperor of the Bulgarian Empire is also 18 years old, meaning he will probably get some kids. But if we can unify these realms, that would be quite significant, I would argue. We have 2.6k troops. Jerusalem is 10k. King Alfsig the Pilgrim, I think, can hold on to Jerusalem for quite some time against Sultan Saud of the Ikshidid Sultanate if it were to be necessary. This is a good position where we can actually start and where we can achieve things and where we may have a fairly long life from here on out. We might even be able to, you know, kind of create some meme unification here between Bulgaria and Jerusalem. I would be a big fan at the very least. Now let's grow up until we're 16 and then let's call it a day here for today. Oh, look at that. Amaury is known as the Holy. Has a lot of money. I could have, of course, transferred there, but let's be real, that's a bit of cheating. That's a bit cheating here. Chief Amaury the Holy. Let's hope that he indeed, you know, gets sainted. He's a pretty decent character. Only good traits. He's celibate. He's a pilgrim. Content, of course, has cancer. You know, there's many different things that are great, and he's going for Arabia. Are you drunk? Jerusalem. You're not supposed to go for Arabia. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? And I also think he is actually going to lose it. My only fear here is that... Yeah, look at this. 21k troops. My only fear is that he's going to go and siege down my land. Because Ascalon is, of course, in the bordering region. But let's just hope that that doesn't happen. Training grounds have been built. I love it. Look at that. There is the battle that may determine the faith of Jerusalem. The fate of Jerusalem, I mean. And we've grown up. I've finished my education. I'm an intricate web weaver. Spend a lot of time exploring and thinking about how things work. I'm shrewd. Look at this. I'm a really decent character. Yo, we deserve this. After this falling, after, you know, all of this, we deserve to be in this region again and to be fairly strong. Although, of course, I don't actually deserve it because I, for some reason, never actually entered the Holy Land, and yet she's a Crusader and we got all this land. Honestly, I can't explain it. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I know absolutely nothing about any of this, and what shall our focus be? I feel like I probably want to go for something like intrigue. So let's go for intrigue here. And our ambition... How are we doing in terms of being able to get a claim on Jerusalem? I feel it will probably be practically impossible, right? With a fresh king, they usually get an incredible amount of bonuses. Yeah, look at that. We don't even have enough participants. That's fine then. Let's just instead revoke some titles. We have a Carling underneath us. That is interesting. And then we have this kid underneath us, a Russian. You know what? Let's get the kid out of here. That should be fairly easy, right? Just a kid. Come on now. County of Darum. So down there. Let's get rid of this. Hello. Please give me your land, my friend. Then war it is. Oh no, whatever will he do? Except sit in his basement. And Jerusalem actually won that battle. That's incredible. They may yet go ahead and win even further. Let's acquire a title. That should be fine, seeing as we are currently in the process of acquiring one. The cook had prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meats, plenty of freshly baked bread, and several mature cheeses. I satisfy my hunger with bread and water. You know what? Sure. My father was pretty decent as well, so I might also become pretty decent. If the Ikshidites were to actually lose this, I would be amazed. And what is this? Did they just challenge them despite being significantly weaker than the Jerusalemite army? The Ikshidites just sacrificed themselves. That's amazing. Classic AI behavior. What can you say? 98%. Wow. Jerusalem will actually win that war. Sometimes I wonder what the AI is thinking, but then I realize, you know what? I don't think I ever should wonder. Knights of St. John have established a new holding in the county of Hebron. Permission to settle there was granted them by the noble King Elfseek of Jerusalem. Their mighty castle will henceforth be known as Beth Gibelim. The infidels shall tremble. You know, we are deceitful, but we are also paranoid, shrewd, and temperate. I think we are not that interested in faith, although of course we are, you know, not necessarily a heretic or anything. But I don't think we are that interested in serving King Elfseek. I think we got other plans. I think we got, you know, greater goals in mind, you could say. Pass of Belvoir, there you go. And this war is over, we surrender. Thank you for the title, I appreciate it. But with this, I will surely end this episode. We are in an interesting position, finally, after all this time. And yeah, I hate when the AI does this, but they keep doing it in the most recent patches. I don't know why. I don't know if I will ever understand it. But either way, we are keeping it together. The rest of Christianity is not keeping it together. And we could push for, you know, a lot of things in the next episodes. I'm very excited for this. Although, and I will inform you of this, I think that this may be the very last character that we play in this playthrough. Let me know what you think about that idea. And as always, I of course want to thank the members of the channel, namely the Barons, Aaron, Stefan, the Richest T, Snywolf, Emma Mamello, Thomas, Lachlan, and Mitchell. Then of course also the Counts, Shifty, Ixum, the Naughty, and Wombat, and last but not least, the absolutely gorgeous Duke, Suspicious Duck, Benedict, Nathan, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Lexo, Roboman, My Dad Left Me, and Arby's, and Eric and Aiden. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and everything that I do here. I will see all of you later, Alligator.